UP's Yorba line, inherited from SP, exists in Orange County to serve one customer, Pacific Plastics, located in Brea. We caught the local, known as the LOA 36R, crossing Walnut Street in La Habra on its way to the last shipper on the line with 10 loads. This track was once part of Pacific Electric's Whittier line, with construction starting in 1906. By 1911, the track was extended to a location known as Stern, about 2.5 miles east of Yorba. Plans were to lay rails through Santa Ana Canyon and connect with PE's Arlington Corona line, but that never happened, and the LA Whittier line was destined to be a branch line forever. The big red cars contributed greatly to the growth of the towns along the route. By 1938, the trolleys stopped running here, leaving its freight traffic to keep the branch in business. Over time, the branch has been scaled back to Berry Street in Brea, as there were no shippers to serve beyond that point. Used ribbon rail replaced the much lighter, old jointed rail many years ago. We caught up to the LOA 36R as the power has run around its train and was in the process of making a joint on the west end of the 10 loads. This local is operated by remote control. In the distance, 3 empty hoppers were ready to return. The local shoved the loads and coupled onto the 3 empties. Note Berry Street in the distance. The crossing signals were fully intact, but the track was considered out of service just before the crossing. Today's date was February 17, 2020. The crew brought the train forward with all 13 cars until the 3 empty cars were clear of the east switch on the runaround track. You might notice nobody is in the cab of either engine. The crew was on the ground at the other end. The 3 empties were being uncoupled from the 10 loads. Then the train moved west until it cleared the west switch. The air dumps, stopping the train, but was recovered quickly, and the crew was back in business in about a minute. The 10 loads were shoved down the runaround track and will be spotted at the end of the branch for Pacific Plastics. This whole part of Brea is a heavily industrialized area with lots of grocery store distribution warehouses nearby. Long gone were the countless acres of farmland and eucalyptus trees. The power ran light and will couple on to the 3 empties for the return to Via Yard, where the yellow A36R was based. Although we don't claim to be experts, we're not exactly sure why the crew didn't bring back the 3 empties after cutting off from the 10 loads upon arrival. It would seem to have been an easier switching move to bring the 3 empties to the west end and hook onto the 10 loads and shove all 13 cars until the 10 loads were spotted into position at the end of the branch. Then cut off the 3 empty cars and head west from there. The work that was performed required more switching moves. Perhaps the crew had their reasons. We may never know. With only one shipper remaining on this line in Orange County, it could be just a matter of time if this last shipper ever goes out of business or decides to ship by truck, or maybe even moves to another location. All rail traffic on this line will come to a screeching halt, and videos like this will become a collector's item. With everyone on board, the local departed Brea. Even many of the crossing signals, such as here at Puente Street, are becoming aging relics from another era, complete with mechanical bells. It may be a far cry from the days of the big red cars, but the Yorba Linda line still serves an important purpose, at least into the western part of Brea. Thanks for looking back with us.